Justin Bieber arrested in 2 countries. Testing positive for 2 drugs. Who is to blame? The Behavior Bureau is taking sides. And our series Hooked on Social Media continues.
I'm gonna be on TV with Dr. Drew, the doctor your doctor wants to be when your doctor grows up.
Let's get started.
Hey there, I'm Kaleb Nation, and the weirdest thing just happened to me. I was casually watching television, and then during the commercials, suddenly, I saw this.
Dr. Drew introduces you to the stars of social media.
Hey! That's me! If you haven't seen my endless tweets about it, I'm a guest on Dr. Drew On Call this Thursday, January 30th on HLN, and you should totally watch. They haven't told me what the topic is yet, but no matter what it is, you can be sure there'll be probably a lot of hand movements from me, and maybe I'll probably make this face. I'm gonna be on TV with Dr. Drew, the doctor your doctor wants to be when your doctor grows up. Hey there, I'm Kaleb Nation.
I'm your host, Joe from joesdaily.com, and this is the show where I talk about things.
Back with Jenny and Shagun and Sam, and it is time for our series Hooked Social Media Stars. I do love that guy. There he is right now joining us, Kaleb Nation. We just saw him on his own YouTube channel, which is the host, Kaleb Nation. Do that face for me, Kaleb.
Oh, my weird face?
Yeah, oh yeah. Just to get it done. Okay, good. You got it done.
Do you want to tell you the story behind that face? It's been seen over 100 million times in like 5 different music videos, because every time I'm in a music video, they want me to do that face. It's been
we don't want to be left out.
Yeah.
I want you to do that face here, too. And I've got Joe Maragliata. He is also a YouTube star and men's lifestyle blogger at joesdaily.com. Got any weird faces to do for me, Joe? No?
I don't. I can't compete with Kaleb. He's too good.
But now, Kaleb just posted a music video about Justin Bieber called Run, Bieber, Run. And my question is, are you, Kaleb, a Bieber apologist?
Oh, gosh, that's a long... I actually made that video probably like 3 or 4 years ago. As you can see, I have the Justin Bieber hair back then. Now I kind of do the more, like, the One Direction hair thing going up now. I don't know, like, I was looking at this, like, watching everything that was going on earlier, and like a lot of people were saying on the panel, Justin Bieber, we're holding him to such a high standard right now. And I understand, like, his DUI is terrible. He deserves to have, you know, consequences for that as well. But he is a guy that has been since he was 13 years old. He's an industry. He's not even treated like a human. All these people have their jobs based on him, and he has all this pressure, and now he's 19 years old. He has so much money, he can do whatever he wants. And yet we expect him to be an angel when there's photographers watching him 24/7.
Fair enough.
It's difficult.
And Joe, I'm going to ask you, now, most of our Twitter followers responded to the teacher who we were talking about in those last blocks, who had posted provocative pictures of herself saying, geez, you're excusing Bieber, but you're attacking the teacher. What were your thoughts on the teacher? You're a men's blogger. How do you think the men would respond to that? I'm obviously loading that question. What do you think the guys would think about that teacher?
To be honest with you, my first thought was, wow, I wish I was on that panel. but to be honest with you...
I thought you were wishing to be in the classroom, just saying.
Well, that too. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we grow up in a different world with social media now, and unfortunately, she got caught sharing provocative photos. But to be honest with you, would our TAs back when I was in high school be doing the same thing? Probably. And I hate to, you know, I shouldn't automatically assume that, but things are so different now that there's social media that it doesn't really surprise me.
Right.
Sam, thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. And Dr. Drew, we can't compare Justin Bieber's behavior, DUI, hitting a limo driver, peeing in a mop bucket, with somebody that's posting provocative, racy photos. I think at the end of the day, she just has to be aware that her professional image should match her.
I don't even know how you juxtapose the notions of peeing in a bucket and provocative photos. But Shagun, hold your thoughts for a second. Shagun, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to break, and I want to, the next segment I want to dedicate to a game that Kaleb created about what you compared Justin Bieber and Rob Ford?
Rob Ford, Toronto mayor.
Yeah, Jenny, back in the day, Adam Kroll and I had a game we called Germany or Florida. Whenever anything really macabre happening, we go, okay, it's Germany or Florida, which is it? And Florida has obviously moved way into the lead on this program. But we'll do Kaleb's game, all of you, and Shagun, I'll let you ring in first after this. And a reminder, you can find us on Instagram at Dr. Drew HLN. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Kaleb Nation.
I'm your host, Joe from joesdaily.com, and this is the show where I talk about things.
I don't hear any show.
Back with Jenny, Shagun, and Sam. We continue our series, Hooked Social Media Stars, with our guest, Kaleb Nation and Joe Maragliata. Quick tweet to Kaleb. Tell Kaleb, I think she means Kaleb, I love him. That Justin Bieber speech was spot on. So much respect. So there you go, Caleb. Your first love from my audience. Now, I want to give you the floor and let you be the host of your new game, Justin Bieber or Rob Ford, and the panel responds. Go ahead. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And when I say we're out of time, we are out of time.
Yes, sir, Dr. Drew. Justin Bieber or Rob Ford. The way you play this is it's either Justin Bieber or Rob Ford, who is the mayor of Toronto, and you guys have covered him a lot. Question number 1. Who was thrown out of a nightclub for trying to bring in underage girls? Justin Bieber or Rob Ford?
Shagun.
Justin Bieber. Oh.
I'm going
Shagun, give Shagun the first.
I'm going to guess that it was Bieber. Bieber?
Sam and Shagun say Bieber. I say
think
Bieber. What do you
I'm saying
Caleb?
Rob Ford.
Justin
Caleb?
Bieber.
There we go.
So the second question, you want number 2? All right.
I want number
Who
2.
was recorded in a phone call promising a friend that he would bring him Oxycontin? Justin Bieber or Rob Ford?
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford.
Caleb?
That was easy one.
Got to make these things much harder. You got a tough one for us?
I don't. Who was just busted for like driving DUI a few days ago? Oh, dang it, that's an easy one.
Bieber.
That's both of them, I think. It's where we're headed. But
Yeah, pretty much.
be
We
that
all
as may.
win.
Let me ask, do I have time for Sam to throw to that viral video she has real quick? Do we have time for that? Okay, Sam, go ahead and throw to that train video that you want to show us.
All right. Well,
real quick.
If you live in a city, you are familiar, you know, with there being a subway system and that desperate feeling of trying to catch that last train home. Well, this woman in Australia could not wait any longer. Watch.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so you see them talking. It's actually on a Wednesday night, 11 o'clock, and they are chatting. They go and approach the train. We still don't know what they were talking about. So they're talking about something. And then all of a sudden, she leaps onto the empty carriage. And Dr. Drew, she misses. So she misses that empty carriage. Right now, she's actually underneath the train. She's stuck underneath in between the tracks. Her friend clearly is pacing back and forth, nervous. His fears are confirmed right here when you see her lying motionless. And I don't want to... And then, boom, she pops up.
How?
She actually has very little injuries, Dr. Drew. She has some stitches on her head, some stitches on her back. The police are saying that they are shocked that not only did she survive, but they're shocked of her stupidity.
She fell back.
I
Stupidity,
mean-
I'll grant you.
Wait,
All right, guys.
Hold
Wait, I can't wait. I've got to go, guys. Last call's next. Maybe we keep the panel up for the last call.